Hey, hello, hi, how are you? It's good to see you, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome back, everybody. I, of course, am Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, and I'm glad you're all here. It's good to see you, and it's good to be seen by you. So here we are. Here we are, another Tuesday, and we're going to play some AD&D here in a few minutes. We had a lot of fun last night. Got that glorious silver dragon that you guys saw. I need a place for it. I need a place where it can sit in a place of honor, so we can appreciate it every night. But so it's all easily able to be gotten for those times when I need a silver dragon. Or, maybe I could proxy it in as a black dragon. Who knows? You can't stop me. I'll do what I want. It's my show. But anyhow, so yeah, we had a lot of fun last night, and PML was on. Paint Mini's live. And he had a very cool announcement about it's not like a YouTube sponsorship, but it is a cool thing for him. So we're happy for him. And we're looking forward to seeing great things. And speaking of great things, we're at 5,615 subscribers. So welcome to those of you new. If you're just stopping by and you haven't made that decision to click the subscribe button, please do click the subscribe button. Click the bell icon for notifications, for finding out when this stream does its thing. But I can tell you right now, barring physical illness, date nights, or any other things, it is 5 nights a week. And I dare say it is the best classic tabletop RPG YouTube show that live streams 5 nights a week on YouTube. I challenge you to find a better one. You won't. You won't. So anyway, tonight, and if you're new and you don't know what we do, let me tell you what. Tonight I have got a group of people. We are going to be playing here very shortly some first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And so for the new people, you folks in the front, make room for the new people. Let them come up and sit so they can see better. That's it. Vaughn, just one row back, one row back. Vincent, get your feet off that other chair. Yeah, you guys come up and sit up front. Yes, we play first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons in a live stream format. And you might be thinking, like you're trying to be a old school Critical Role. No. Guys, if you're new to AD&D, if you've never played first edition AD&D before and you watch this stream and you have questions, you are curious about how I do what I do, what the practice around here is, what we do, please ask a question in the chat. I will do my best to answer it. And even if I miss your chat, there's a very easy way to ensure that I can see it. But even if I happen to miss it, we have got a great audience out there, and somebody out there might answer your question. But I will, if I see your question and it's worthy, not like, something silly and disruptive. Yeah, I will absolutely answer your question. You don't get that with other Let's Plays. You don't get that with other live plays. I will pause for a moment. I am your tour guide. I am your Guardo Camino, your road guard on this journey through first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and I am happy to be it. So join us here as we get ready to roll some first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Now, I do want to talk a little bit. The last two, Vaughn, I'm gonna have to. If you want to take a buck of that super bag, and I do appreciate it, I'm not doing the last two. But anyway, and yes, I get the reference. Ryan David, there's a guy. You're a better man than I, Gunga Dave. It is absolutely wonderful to see you out in the audience tonight. But I do want to share. This is a little bit of a surprise. I gotta buy an optical drive for my computer. I'm gonna have to get one of those stupid USB 3 multi-optical drive because I gotta find stuff. I gotta find legal documents I backed up like almost a decade ago onto optical disc, and now I gotta go find a flip it because I'm not splitting my PC open and having a drive just its guts hanging out on the tabletop. I'm not doing that. So I got to do that. But when I was looking for the discs that I need to now scour, I found something really cool, and I'm excited about sharing this with you guys. Did I put it where I can get it? Yes. Right here, guys. Now, doesn't this look delightfully retro cyberpunk? Yes, Guaxun, thank you, Disability, for the super. Doesn't this look delightfully retro cyberpunk? It's a red optical disc in a red case, you know, like you could hear somebody in, you know, some cheesy 80s or 90s sci-fi cyberpunk movie. There's over 1,000 kilobytes of data on here. We can take down Nakatomi with this, you know. So, but you guys can't see it. This has some vacation pictures on it, but burned to this disc are pictures that I would wager a bunch of you guys have not seen, and I will share them with you tomorrow night. I got Gary Gygax's pictures on here, guys. I have a camera. I still have the camera, by the way. It's down on a shelf over here somewhere because I'm a hoarder. Yes, Roberts Phillips, Sig Sputnik. I went to Milwaukee Game Fest in 2004. That is where I first met Gary face to face. And I took my digital camera with me. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Jack? But I took my digital camera with me, which recorded to these optical discs. It's a Sony Mavica. And yes, Ryan, it will be archived. But I have photos that have heretofore, because they were on my webpage once upon a time, and they were tiny. I don't even know what, this computer has an optical drive. So we'll be reading this off of these. I don't know like what resolution. They're 3 megapixel at most. So I'm guessing they're probably, 1024 by 768 or 800 by 600. But this has got stuff on it. This has got Gary Gygax's photos on it. I've got another disc over here. I know it's over here. I'm not going to get it, and you guys know why, unless it's under here. It's not under there. But that is my Lake Geneva Gaming Convention 2007 photos and videos and such with Gary. But I would wager the majority of you guys have not seen these. And if you have, they were in terribly grainy, shrunk down to fit on the 2004 internet format. Are there pictures of hats? Yes, there are, Doc Flamingo. There are pictures of hats. So I'm going to share this with you guys tomorrow night. We are going to crack this jewel case open. I am going to pop the disc in, and we're going to take a walk down memory lane. Milwaukee, 2004. 20 years. From 20 years ago, my friends. I hope you're excited about it. I am. So that's coming tomorrow night. And tomorrow night we are going to play. We're getting into money time here. So we are also going to play Dungeons and Dragons Computer Labyrinth game. I have an emulator of it for the PC. I'm going to be sharing it, and that's what we're going to do. So speaking of sharing things with you guys, I have a great table of gamers. I got me 6 men without any fear. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here. Everybody, welcome Doomsword Deathmaster as Vrugdorn.
What's up?
Thane Kyle playing that inimitable elf, Sir Standard. Who was
it's not even like a good
Kevin as a user of magic, Mr. Marius Easel himself.
Welcome to my library.
That star of stage and screen, or at least that's what he tells me. Everybody, put your hands together for Timothy. I have the best character name of the group so far. Tarth Nose Rage Imholt.
Tarth will suffer no bad die rolls.
That is entirely up to the software.
You'll do your best.
Everybody's favorite halfling when it comes to accounting and keeping track of treasure, because I'm sure that's 100% true. Everybody say hello to Mark as Grimsby.
Hello.
And last but not least, the man without whom this group would not have a prayer. Everybody say hello to Mobius as Duran the Cleric.
Good evening.
Alrighty, so last week we left in media res. The party had fought their way up from the dark fungoidal tunnels beneath the burned out temple that the slavers in Highport are using as their market for selling the downtrodden that they have captured. This group fought their way through a temple, past troll, past assassin, into a moonlit courtyard where they faced death itself in the form of some strange fire-spewing device that they were able to unman before it was turned on them. And now you stand in the courtyard. Silence has fallen over the place. No alarm yet raised. Gentlemen, what are your intentions?
We have to go back and get John and a few slaves that were left down in the sewer.
I think we were going to send you to do that, right?
Yes. I was going to take the magic rope and go do that.
Okay. So Grimsby is departing the party at the moment. We'll just go down. During this time, Dooms, what is Vrug going to do?
Not much, I would assume. Take further stock of the area and that sort of thing. We looked through everything, right? I believe so.
I don't think we searched those guard towers, did we?
No, I don't think so. But I mean, everything that was immediately searchable by us, I think we already went through. I'm unfortunately, I can't recall. I know there was right. I know, and I can't remember exactly how big the interior of this courtyard thing was either.
So the courtyard area is 50 by 40, and you have the portcullis in the center of the north wall there, the inner and outer portcullis. On the left and right of the portcullis, there are doors, and in the southeast corner of the courtyard, there is a door that opens to the east. So Kevin, what is Marius up to?
Well, I need to get some new darts, but I'm not going to be able to make them here. So I'll just watch the entrance where Grimsby's gone and see if I can make sure he has a safe return if there's somebody following him out.
Okay. And Tim, how about Tarth?
I think we're going to take a moment and rest and wait for the rest of the party to catch up with us.
Okay. Grimsby, are you taking light source, or are you just going by your infravision?
Going by my infravision, John and the slaves must have had light sources, so I'll see them when I get there.
Okay. So it's very easy. You're not mapping. You're just going, right?
Yes.
Okay. You find yourself back in the temple. There's the statue, the hatch beneath its feet, all the signs of battle. Remind me, had you guys asked the slaves to remain here, or had you brought them out in the courtyard with you?
I had brought them out in the courtyard with us, and they were carrying those big bags that contain gems and the ledgers.
Yes. Okay. All right. So back down between the statue's feet.
Mm-hmm.
So it will take you just a few rounds. Quickly enough, you find yourself back in the stinking room. John has lit a torch, but he is keeping it burning very low, just enough to provide a little pool of light around he and the two slaves that he is guarding. And
Okay.
he hears you in the distance and pulls up, and you can see him from here, silhouetted against the crimson flicker. He draws his sword and says, "Well, come on then, if you're a foe."
Ah, it's just me.
Ah, good Grimsby. What news?
We found another way out. You got to come this way. And I start to let out the rope and connect to whatever we had connected to before.
Yeah, there's a cross beam
Yeah.
above. All right, so I will make some quick rolls.
If I can, I will instruct the rope to really hold tight the slaves.
Okay.
Not around the neck, though. Just
doom, 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 doom. All right. Let's see here. Let me get yonder dice roller up, and we'll make sure it's working tonight. We've had good luck with the dice roller thus far, but who knows, right? Hey, all right. So the first slave goes across. John is going to go last. With the assistance of the rope, because you've basically told it to, wrap around this guy like a breeches buoy, he's able to make it across. And finally, one-handed, John just swings across. He's got his sword in his hand, and he jumps back. So let's just have one quick roll. All right, we'll come back to you. And Mobius, what is Duran doing?
Duran's just gonna eat some rations and keep an eye on those towers for movement.
Okay. Well, let's have a quick check. All right. Well, nothing untoward is happening where you guys are. Meanwhile, back in the dungeon, Grimsby, you and John and the two freed slaves. Let's have a gander here. Alrighty. A 10. That's okay. So as you guys are rounding the dirt corner, Grimsby, is Grimsby on point, or have you sent John ahead?
Grimsby will be on point.
Okay.
Because he can move very quietly. So he'll go up to the intersections, check them out, let everybody catch up to him type thing.
Okay. So you come up to the intersection. You are not surprised. You hear something heavy, slithering, walking to your left. That is to the north.
Do I see heat signature from infravision or anything?
You do not.
How far back are the John and the slaves? I'm thinking of
how far back did you order them to be?
I probably ordered them to be like 30, probably 60 feet back. Crap.
Okay, so they're literally just at the far edge of the mire pit.
Yeah. I'm gonna. How far down the northern passage is this sound coming?
Let's see. First, we'll see. I did not mean to roll all that. Let's Although that's nice, a 69. Let's clear that and try that again.
Now roll 420.
Right. Okay, so you think it's probably 40 feet up the northern passage.
Okay, I'll go back down to John and the slaves and tell them what's up. There are no other ways out of here that I know of, so we're going to have to go forward and hope that we can get around that corner and not get eaten by whatever this thing is. I'm sure John is a stalwart hero and he will help out.
Yes, Grimsby, you lead the way. We will have our two friends here follow you immediately. I shall hold the rear guard.
Great. So let's enact that plan.
All right, give me a D6 roll if you would, please, Mark.
D6 roll, yes. There's this 4.
All right, so it's tied. As you are coming around the corner, one of the slaves, one of the escaped slaves, rather, with you cries out, "What's that?" John is on your heels, and in the flickering light of his torch, you can see an elongated snout on a serpentine, like four-legged body with lumpy, rigid skin going down its back. It's some kind of crocodile. And it is right upon you. John yells to you, "Get to the exit," and draws his sword.
I will follow his command.
All right. He is fairly pushing the slaves after you. So, and you can see now from his torchlight, there's more than one of these things. They're moving in a row. But he calls out as you move along, "I'll see you after a while."
Don't stay too long. Just follow along quickly.
All right.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear him call out, "Have at you, fiend!" And then you hear the sound of snarling and so on and etc. All right, so you quickly make the ladder and scurry up with these two behind you.
Yeah. I think was Marius standing guard at the ladder?
Yes, I was looking down.
Yeah, Marius, take these slaves. I need to go help John.
Okay, I will. Well, I mean, I'm hoping they know how to climb a ladder. I will help pull them up if they have trouble getting up.
Yeah. And I'll go back to see about if John's still alive. And Marius, have others come and help. We're being attacked.
Hey! Yeah, I'll turn my head and say, "Hey, there's action down here at the end of the stairs, the end of the ladder. They need help down there."
Well, I'm at full hits. Can I have one of you guys see if we can maybe find that stables area so we can sneak out of here? I wanted to do that over the past 10 minutes we were waiting.
You guys got this.
Find the stables. Go. I got it.
Yeah.
Go down the ladder once, I guess.
Yeah, I'll look around.
Yeah,
Somebody
I'll
stay with me.
You got the magic user with you, right?
I'll stay with you.
All right.
I'm at full hits.
Let's find a way out of this place nice and quiet, like.
Oof. All right, so
is that you and me, Duran, or is that you and me, Marius?
Yeah, I'm headed down the ladder.
I'm at the top of the ladder, helping the guys up, so I'm still in the corner.
Okay, so it's Duran. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I struggle to tell you two apart sometimes.
All right, so you guys are making your way back through the dungeon. You can hear clearly the sound of John say, "Ha ha, you half drink! I've had worse. Ow!" But very quickly, so who is in the lead of the rescue force going after John? I think that's Grimsby, yes?
Yeah, that would be Grimsby. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Grimsby, as you round the corner, sure enough, there's like this 8-foot-long reptilian creature and more behind it trying to crawl over the one in front of it. John has clearly been bitten at least a couple of times by it, but he's holding his own.
I
He
yell at
kind of calls over his shoulder, if you be friends, then I could use some assistance. If you be foes, you'll have to wait your turn.
I tell him to withdraw, and I'll go in there and try to cover his retreat.
Okay.
With my magic daggers.
Who is behind Grimsby?
Yeah, that's me. Was going down. After.
Yeah, what's your movement? Are you in magic armor as well?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then we're moving about the same speed, so it'll be you and then me.
All right. So, Mobius, give me an initiative roll, please.
Okie dokie.
The sixer.
Yes, sir. Oh.
Okay. He starts to move back. Alligator takes a bite at him. Does not hit him. However, it gets him that time. Fortunately, only for a couple points of damage. You moving handbag! But he has successfully withdrawn and is moving back towards you.
I think we should just retreat, withdraw, and get out of here.
Yeah, I'm yelling at you. Let's go! Come on!
You don't need to tell me twice. Let's see. Roll initiative for us, if you would, please. Thing.
Can I charge in?
Oh, you want to? No, because there's 3 people in front of you, and you can't get past.
That's fair. 2.
Okay. A 1. So you guys make the ladder. This thing is tromping along. It is hot on your heels, but you all scurry up the ladder. And I'm not going to treat you to the horrors that are, I think they're unique to Florida, where we do have alligators that can climb trees and chain link fences down here. So you manage to clamber up the ladder and find yourselves once again in the temple room. Your 2 fellow escaped slaves are sitting there and watching the hatch fearfully.
Did the gator look injured at all? I actually kind of wanted to stay down there and fight it, but I'll go back.
John had clearly gotten a couple of good blows into it. It was bleeding from cuts on the snout and head and so on. Yes, Vaughn, alligators that climb trees, alligators that climb chain link fences. There's no escape. When they get up on their legs, and Doomsword will back me up on this, they can run at 30 miles an hour?
Yeah, real fast like that. We also have saltwater crocs, and not a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
Like way down south in the Keys and Miami and all that.
The difference between the two is with an alligator, you'll see them later, but with crocodiles, it will be after a while.
It doesn't matter. They're both highly allergic to fast-moving projectiles.
That's true. Copper jacketed lead is toxic to them. All right, so you all meet back in the courtyard, and that was a good couple of turns worth. So let's see. Actually, that is not the die I wish to roll. This is the die I wish to roll. And nothing untowards comes to check on you guys. So you have 3 doors, one to the north left, one to the north right, and one on the right, on the southern end of the eastern wall.
And the northern ones, right? They're flanking the double portcullis, so they go into some sort of gatehouse, right?
Could be. That could be.
Yeah, we don't want nothing to do with that, do we?
If you guys are looking,
Let's check this out door.
Door number 3.
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay. South door that heads east.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is opening that door?
I'll open it. Can we have somebody check it for traps before we do that?
Yes, I'll check it for traps.
All right.
Fine. I'll do my job.
Grimsby, you are absolutely certain that door is not trapped.
See?
Let's keep it quiet, eh?
I will slowly open the door.
Niagara Falls. Slowly, I turn. You put your shoulder to it, and it doesn't budge. You can certainly try again, though.
Let's try again.
What's the
Okay,
size of this door?
It's about 3 feet wide.
Let's.
This time, Tarth, you force it open, and let me describe what you see. I'm going to need a save versus death from everyone first. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you don't get a save, right?
Yeah.
When the DM smiles,
Just
it's already
kidding. You
too
don't
late.
get a saving throw. Okay, so it opens into a hallway. The hallway runs both north and south. It's a little wider than the hallways you entered in on the west side, so you could probably go 2 abreast in here. It too looks somewhat disused, but there are cressets set on the walls. Some of them have torches in, others do not. However, none of the torches that you do see are lit.
So just north-south from here?
That is correct.
Is this leading back toward the chapel or no?
Well, the hallway you're in right now does not appear to, but you don't know what it does when it goes south or even north. So,
Well, I suppose me and Tarth at the front, eh?
I'm sorry, I completely misread that description. No, it goes the hallway. The hallway goes in 10 feet, 20 feet, and turns south. I was looking at the wrong section of map and description. So it goes in 20 feet and turns south, but it does not appear to go towards the chapel immediately.
All right, come on, Vroog. Let's.
Yeah, let's take the front rank. Send the halfling up ahead.
Yeah, I'll follow in behind.
Yeah. Well,
Vroog, do you want me to take front? I'm at full hits.
What, instead of me, Elf?
You've got what,
Yeah,
5 left?
I've never felt better. I'm at half now at this point. And,
Oh, well, hell, if you're at half, you're
you've
fine.
got a
Same
spear.
I've
Yeah, I got 20.
I've only
Okay,
got,
no, yeah, you at half still have more hit points than I do.
I've only got 9, so
Oh,
if you're doing
okay.
better than me, I'm gonna take
You want
Well,
me? You want me to go in front of you then?
sure.
I got double yours.
And I'll follow behind you with my crossbow.
Sure.
yeah, I'll be in the second rank with.
Tell you what. You want to borrow my spear?
Sure.
All right, yeah, to +2 spear.
Okay. Does Tarth have proficiency with spear?
That's a good question. Do you?
No, I do not.
Oh,
However, it is +2, so you will only be fighting at is it -2 for fighters? Or,
He'll be at 0, right? I think it's -2 weapon proficiency penalty.
so, okay, so -2 for fighters. You will still do the +2 damage when or if you hit with it, though. So fear not for that. But because you're not really used to handling a spear, it'll be a little
front.
for you.
Grimsby goes up, scouts out front about 60 feet.
Okay. All right, Grimsby. So you move forward and you round the corner. Going south. Let's see where. Going south, the passage runs about 30 feet and then turns back to the east.
Okay, I'll peer around that corner while everyone catches up to me.
Okay. Looking to the east before they come up and ruin your vision with their light sources. And I should point out, you have 12 escaped slaves with you. none of these people can move quietly. They're not deliberately trying to make noise, any of them, but yeah, it's the shuffling of feet is. But looking to the east, the hallway it remains the 8-foot width, and it is about 40 feet long. At the 20-foot mark, there is a door to the north, and then at the end of the hallway, you see a door to the north.
And then it just stops.
Yeah, and then the hallway.
2 doors. Okay. I'll go and listen at that first door while everybody kind of comes in behind me.
Alrighty.
20% on listen.
Yeah, no. All you hear is the soft crunching of ear seekers.
And then I'll go listen at the second door.
Okay. Yeah, no, just the sound of everyone kind of moving forward just completely ruins that.
I'll go back to the group. I don't know if this is getting us anywhere further out. I feel like we're going further in.
That's what it looks like to me.
Someone had mentioned the stables.
Yeah,
The
well,
stables are way over on that other side.
I'm going towards the stables.
We're not going to those stables at all.
and where are these stables again?
Well, I'd think they'd link up at some point with a main gate, but I guess not.
Well, I mean, we got doors on either side of this hallway, right?
Yeah, there's
yeah,
two
but you
doors.
ain't gonna lead horses through here.
No, you're not going to, but the point is that if one's going this way, the other one's going this way. Unless the whole thing is going deeper in. But one of them ways has to be right. Nobody knows where we are. Come on, man, you got a map.
I got a map in my brain. We're on the east side of this building. The stables are on the west side. Going further east, they're over there on the west.
Well, what do you think? What do you think, map man?
I think we should go out the front gate.
Yeah.
Just get the hell out of here.
How are we gonna open that gate?
You're strong.
Well, we go out. We take the portcullises and we pin them open.
Well, we got the doors.
There's some sort of lever someplace. Right?
Who knows what's in that gatehouse?
There should
We got
be
a bunch of slaves. We can go lift this. It's not.
There should be a crankeen in there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some sort of gizmo.
Yeah, well, we got to go into the gatehouse. Who knows what else is in there? Well, I'm fine with it.
Probably no one. We've killed most of the guards. All right, let's turn around.
Yeah. Let's go back to the courtyard and check out one of those northern doors.
At the very least, we should be able to find a portcullis and
Thank you, Mercury.
climb down the rope.
Alrighty. So you guys are heading back into the courtyard. Let's see. Have a quick check. And you find yourselves back in the courtyard there. Nothing appears to have changed. Still dead bodies laying around, and nothing has come looking yet.
Which one, left or right?
Let's go left.
I suppose we'll move up there, right?
Yep.
The one to the, what I guess would be the northwest.
Yep. You want to take it, Vroog, or you want me to?
Yeah, I'll open it.
All right.
Two times.
Oh, one time.
There you go.
The next person who says 2 times owes me a drink.
All right. So you force the door open, and I gotta see. Was that 16A or was that 16B?
I don't know. A scourge flies out onto Duran's head.
The 16B is the beholder in it.
Yes.
Yeah, the beaver beholder, exactly. The
Well, I'm
16A,
glad you marked that on the map because I wouldn't have known otherwise.
the 16A is aboleth, so it'll turn you to slime.
16 aboleths? Wow.
16. Yeah, I'm not screwing around anymore, people. All right. So this room is cluttered with ropes, wooden blocks, and stools. In the main section is a table with a candle and a bowl of gruel on it. In an alcove at the back of the room is the winch, or is a winch rather. Sitting at the table is a man eating dinner. Sullenly staring at him from the far wall are 3 slaves, and they look apparently unchained. He looks up when you force the door of Vroog and says, as he's raising his head, he says, "What was all that come up?" Give me a D6 roll for Vroog, please. He's not surprised. You're not surprised. Neither one of you are surprised. So
I was expecting this.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So. You are all he sees. So he says, "You're not supposed to be here. What's the meaning of this?"
Can I charge this guy?
Not really. You're in a very narrow space, and there's a table between you and him. But it is a small enough space that you are in melee distance if you want to draw
All
yourself.
right. Enough talk.
Okay. He sees you raising your weapon, and he kicks the table over, sending gruel flying. Roll initiative. The door is wide enough that at least one other person can get in there. Is anybody else joining him?
I'm going to go force the other door.
Okay.
You want to back him up there?
I'll back him up.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 4 for initiative, and since you're right there, Dooms, roll initiative for yourself and Tarth. Okay, he looks up, not soon enough to realize that he's probably outnumbered, so he strikes out at you. Oh, I saw that. Oh, all right, but he misses. Clearly, he misses. So, gentlemen, do your thing.
All righty. Longsword to the face. That's a AC 0.
Yes, that will sufficiently longsword him in the face.
For 13 points of damage.
Ouch.
I will let you describe in your own terms how you dispatch him, because that is more than sufficient to really just wreck his day.
Well, it hits the left mandible down towards the bottom and kind of glances off, but the force of the sword carries it through the neck and through the right shoulder blade.
All right, he screams in pain, and he will kind of leap back. He's bleeding rather profusely from that wound. Timothy, do something equally terrible to him.
Get him.
Ooh, it's a secret die roll. I don't know.
I was about to say, is it just me or can I not read that die?
No, I'm right there with you. I can't read it either.
Hang on. Let me try this again. I hit the wrong
I
button.
think you may have the hidden tab set on.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. We fixed it.
There we go.
There we go.
Tarth should stop drinking.
22 hits.
There we go. A
All right, there we go.
10. 10.
A 10. Okay, so
There we go.
a flat 10. Yeah,
You get a strength bonus and whatnot, right?
Yes, I get a +2.
All right,
Plus,
so
plus 1. Sorry, +1.
that is a +1. Look here.
And I'm sorry, no magic weapons, right?
No magic to hit.
Yeah,
No.
it's +2 spear, but it's 0 because of the non-proficiencies.
Right.
All right. Unfortunately, will not hit him. He, on the other hand, let me see if I can clear the table there. There we go. Sometimes those hidden dice like to stick around. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's laughing madly. You'll never leave here alive, you luggers. And he misses. completely because the floor is slick with his blood. Is anyone else stepping into the room to deal with this, to help deal with this fellow?
Yeah, on
I
this
was
round,
breaking down the other door.
All right, give me an open doors roll over there.
Thank you. That'll succeed.
You force the door. It didn't really want to, but you force it to. Oh, that's going to get me in trouble.
It's okay. It's an inanimate object.
This small room is almost featureless. A small window looks into the space between the two portcullises. A large winch dominates the center of the room, and two humanoids are sitting on stools facing each other at the end of the room. One, an obvious half-orc, is holding a sword and pointing it at the other. The half-orc
That's what's going to get you in trouble. I see.
The half-orc looks over at you when you enter and says, oh, that's, well, I don't think the other one will even matter. Yeah, he says, he kind of glances in your direction and looks back at the other half-orc and says, he's a rebel, I tell you. Kill him quick. And the other fellow says, no, he's a rebel. Kill him quick.
Do these half-orcs happen to look just like each other?
I mean, they're half-orcs. They all look the same to me. I'm stabbing both of them.
Ooh.
All right, so roll initiative, please.
Sure. Is anybody joining me in this farce?
In this folly?
Yep.
I'll turn around and throw some darts, I guess, since one of them won't be in melee.
Okay. Yeah, you can loft some darts. It is initiative tie. Missile weapons go first. So
And I'm fighting with my long S word.
Okay.
Okay. So throw darts or
Yes, missile fire.
okay. I'm gonna roll 3 so I don't have to
That's fine.
play games at this, and I should have a +3 on these. So
Yes, with your dex, it is pretty fierce.
all right. So 22, 12, and 17.
The 12 will not hit. The 22 and the 17. Let's see. Let me double check. The 22 absolutely hits. The 17 is borderline because you're 4th level, right?
I am 4th level.
You are 4th level. Okay, so that. Yeah, the 22 and the 17 hit, and this is a man-sized target.
Okay, so it's 1 die 3 times 2. There it is. There we go. 6 points of damage.
All right, so he goes, not me, you fool.
And now I'm out of darts, unfortunately.
All right.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. The one closest to you, Sir Standard, is like, ha, that's it. We'll kill him. And swings at him and misses. Which one of the two are you swinging at? Darts or not darts?
I'll swing at the injured one. Yeah, may as well.
All right.
Once again, I'll happily buy into this farce. That's going to hit.
That absolutely hits.
All right. +1 because it's not magic. 5.
Okay. And he's going, no, not me, you fool. He's the rebel. All right.
Secretly, they're both doppelgangers. It's the only reason why they're currently still alive.
All right. And the other one swings at the fellow who swung at him. So how much damage total had you guys done to injured guy?
You've done what? That was what? 3
I did
and then
6.
3? So 6?
Yeah,
and then
did
I did 5, so that was 11.
All right, yeah. So he looks really bad. He's staggering, blood everywhere, and the orc does not think I rolled his attack already, didn't I? Or the
You did. He missed. He got a 6.
Yeah, he still missed. Okay. John is just kind of waiting for a call of alarm from the rooms. Back over in the other room, Tim, roll initiative because shit's going down over there.
I have no initiative.
That's okay. He has no chance to hit you, so he swings at Tarth and misses. Gentlemen, do your worst to him.
See, I like when they go first, especially when they're double teamed. Nah, I hit AC 6.
That will not hit, and Tim, you will not hit.
Have I made it in there yet?
Yes, you're in there. You can swing on him if you'd like.
Come on.
Nice.
That absolutely hits it. You just lean over with your flail. It's a flail, right?
Correct.
Flail. Making a lovely resonance as you bring it down on his noggin. So yeah, he's being battered, but he's holding his own. You're not sure he's going to be too much longer for it. Back over in the other chamber, roll initiative for me if you would, Kevin.
All right. Oh, I won! Amazing.
All right. Yeah. Well, so
One of us had to sooner or later.
Yeah.
I always do bad on initiative. It doesn't
First
matter what
wild
character.
party member who slips and falls down this round. Gentlemen, show him how it's done. Oh, Mark, where's Grimsby in this? Or is he out in the...
I was
He's
about
in
to
the
ask.
courtyard, keeping track of the slaves, making sure they're all safe.
Okay.
All right. You want my attack roll?
Yes, please.
Yep, will do. Let's see. 15 total. That probably hits. I'm a 4th level fighter, so that's a AC 3.
That will hit.
All right. And then +1 to this, 8 damage.
All right. You stab him center mass, and it's like pushing your sword kind of into putty.
I figured.
He just kind of turns a purplish gray color that's the suggestion of a humanoid's shape, and like shifts through, like his face is like half orc, female dwarf, kobold, and then it just falls.
So
off
is he
the
a female dwarf with the beard?
for a split second, yes.
Okay, so well, I look at the other guy and I go, "Hey, you were right."
Gods be praised. So are you here buying slaves and you just happen to wander in? He sheathes his sword and sticks out his hand.
I hate to put this to you I'm going to put this to you politely. We're actually here killing all of the slavers and rescuing the slaves. And I'm happy to add you to the number of rescued. You can go find a new job somewhere else, and I don't have to separate your head from your shoulders. How about that?
All right. Well, he is clearly overmatched, and he just holds up his hands and says, "I completely understand. Of course, that is an entirely reasonable thing to ask under the circumstances."
It's just a job. I get it. You're a merc. I'm a merc. We're both working for two different companies. Just do me a favor. I'm going to reach into his belt. I'm going to pull out his sword. And I'm going to just gesture him toward the
slave.
slave.
Specifying sword.
That morale roll, yes. So back over in the other chamber, roll initiative if you would, please, Dooms. Actually, I'm sorry, Mobius, you're in there. Roll initiative. I got a 2. Mobs. Mobius is a hard name to play the name game with. But you guys did win initiative,
Nice.
so you can dogpile him as you
Got
like.
a You not see my rolls?
Oh God.
Sorry about that, guys. I have temporarily muted you. Check your mic if you would, please, Mobius. Apologies to audience and everyone.
Did someone get struck by lightning?
I hope not. Engine Joe, you're never distracting. That of course was track 1 from the Metal Machine Music album. Anyway, let's see if is everything okay. All right, I think we got you back there, Mobius.
I got a 5.
Ah, okay. You're still robotic. You got a 5. I got a 1. Gentlemen, do something terrible to him.
I'd already rolled to attack. Alrighty. Let's see. AC -3.
That absolutely hits. Roll some damage.
That would be 8 points of damage.
8 points. He is not looking good. Tarth and Nose Rage.
I said I would suffer no bad rolls. Apparently, I was wrong.
Bad rolls suffer you. So, all right. So let's see.
Mobius needs an attack as well, doesn't he?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Mo, make your attack roll, please. A 20 will absolutely, unquestionably hit him. Roll some damage. A 2 becomes a 3, and let me check. Yeah, Duran steps forward and says, take this, sinner, or what have you, and smashes his flail into the guy, and he goes down. And the three slaves sitting sullenly against the wall, just kind of this ragged, yay! But they're still not moving. They're sitting very still against the wall.
All right. Well, I guess let's look him over. I'll keep an eye on these 3.
All right.
You wanna see what this guy has?
I'd like to give a search as the area I have on my side too, see if I can find the winch.
It's right in the middle of the room. Big wheel, keep on turning.
All right,
Well, I will take the big wheel and keep on turning. Is there a lock so I can lock it open?
Yeah. It's got a clutch and everything.
Not all do, but I have to ask.
All right. No, that's fine. It's a simple wedge mechanism. You push it forward and you can turn the wheel, and then you pull it back and it slips into a cog and stops it. So, Mark Grimsby hears the cessation of fighting in these 2 chambers.
Excellent. He's hoping that they'll open the damn gate soon.
Okay. Well, you see the outermost gate going. You are watching these people on the wall. One of them kind of reaches up and says, it's here. And he raises his chain, and yeah, there's basically a staple in the wall that's holding a net color back. And there's like a latch mechanism on each of them.
Is it a latch? It's not a keyed latch or whatever. I can just undo it.
No, there actually is a key for it.
We're looking for a key, Tarth.
All right, let's look. Let's find it.
Okay, Tarth searching this guy. He has a gold ring on one finger. You do find a simple iron key in his pocket. In that pocket, you also find a very finely cut gem that quite catches your eye.
We're taking it all.
All right. Okay. The key fits the latch mechanism.
You lot gonna be quiet. You ain't gonna cause no trouble, right?
Of course, my lord. Of course. Presuming that you are, in fact, here to free us and purchase us back into servitude.
Man, I don't even, why would I be asking? Should we free these idiots, Tarth?
Yes. Be gone with
All
them.
right. All right, any funny business, each one of you takes it. And I'll unlock them in turn.
Okay. All right. They are grateful, and as they file out of the room, like one guy kicks the corpse, another dude spits on it, and the other one just wants to be out of the room as quickly as possible.
Okie dokie.
How many darts can Marius get back after those 3 threw?
Let's see. It's nominally half, so call it high or low.
We'll do high.
Okay, you get back 2 of the 3 darts.
Awesome.
So it seems like Sir Standard has opened the outer gate. The inner portcullis is still down?
Yes, and there is a windlass in the room that Tarth and Vrug and Duran just came out of.
Can someone do something with that?
Let's try it. See what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Same mechanism. Just a big wheel. You turn it, and the inner portcullis opens.
Awesome.
All right.
I'll go scout out to the front door, and Grimsby will sneak out past the portcullis and see if the coast is clear.
Okay, so by the way, the doppelganger did have a pouch with 20 gold pieces in it. Their standard.
Thank you, sir. I will note that on my sheet.
All right.
What is this other guy doing?
I have taken him into custody, and he will join the slaves.
Does anybody have detect magic capabilities?
Not me.
Okay.
I don't know. I know you're having mic troubles right now, Mobius, but Duran has the ability, but I don't think he has it memorized, does he?
I was just thinking about the gold ring.
No.
We can deal with it later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just watch the chat and tell you if he answers a question. So yeah, he said nope.
Right on. Okay, so you, Grimsby, going through the portcullis. It's it's about 25 feet, and there is a road that opens and winds down into Highport. You can see a few twinkling firelights, torchlights, and such like from the wicked city below.
Excellent. I kind of look up at the battlements in this place. Do I see any guards up there?
At the moment, you do not.
Okay. I'll have everyone come up to get out of this place. And I think we should go back around and get into the slum area instead of going down to the city itself. I'm trying to imagine how we got here. We had come in the back of the place, right?
We did, but we don't have a way out of the courtyard. That's the problem.
No, we're out of the courtyard because we went through under the portcullis. Now,
open
road.
Okay.
However,
Right.
the road in front of us leads us down into the city itself.
Yeah.
And
And
I want
hug
to
the
get us to the
walls.
slum area.
Yeah.
Go back where we belong.
Yeah, we need to figure out
What do you want to do with these slaves? You want to let them off?
Well, can we carry all the sacks we took out from the little shelf that carried a...
Yeah, there were 3 sacks.
The freed slaves will absolutely carry that stuff for you.
Yeah.
They are just happy to be alive. And,
We may as well have them join the rest of the group.
Pardon me.
Right.
Just literally a half a moment. I need to answer a question being asked of me that I cannot do here. So hang on 1 second, guys, and talk amongst yourselves.
So, Oh, but once we go around, so in theory, if we go down around the outside, that can, hopefully lead us back to the slums. That would be great. The question here is what do we want to do with the half orc I captured? Me being a quote morally good character end quote. Now that he's in my custody, I wouldn't feel right personally just murdering him, but I also have absolutely no problem leaving him in alone in a shed with Vroog for 20 minutes, and what happens happens. So
5 minutes alone. That's what happens.
Well, hopefully it's 15 minutes of conversation.
Yeah, well, this guy might be all right. We don't know. I'm a half orc.
That's why.
Is there something wrong with me? Yeah. I heard all that stuff you were talking about, how we all look the same and whatnot.
You do all look the same. You're all ugly. Doesn't mean I don't.
Yeah, you got big ears, ugly. Man. Nobody likes your ears, Elf.
That's okay. No one likes your face.
Or my teeth.
That's why we have these things called dentists.
Oh, do you know? Fancy schmancy elf.
All right, so one last check, because you said you're looking up at the walls.
Yeah.
And you guys are filing out. And apparently no alarm has been raised for all the killing and slaying you guys have been doing.
Bill, we're wondering if we can, instead of going down the road to the city, if we can kind of go around this building so that we can get ourselves back into the slum area.
Yes. The buildings to the left and right of the temple, whatever fire took the temple probably a decade or two ago, gutted buildings around it. So or they have been dragged down a purpose by the slavers, you think. So it is absolutely possible to circumnavigate this building and head back to your hideout.
Excellent.
Or hide back to your hideout. I don't.
By the way, I'm giving Sir Standard his spear back.
Alrighty.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, and Duran wants his rope back.
I was just talking rope. I think we left that down in the sewers. Sorry.
Damn, he was hoping. He said he was hoping that you didn't forget. Oh well.
I guess we have to play that. I guess we have to play that game called Shake the Halfling.
Yeah, exactly.
We grab my ankle.
After the joke, I hand the rope.
Lovely picture of that in the Keep on the Borderlands module, by the way. Alrighty, so let's see. Let's have a quick gander.
I'll be right back.
All right. I'm a little look, audience, fellow players, I'm a little worried about Dooms. He said he sounds like he needs some NyQuil and some Tylenol.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
we'll wait. He caught something in the sewers.
Yeah, right. So we'll wait for Doomsword to come back before we roll on here. And while he's away, I think this is a good place for a commercial break. Folks, this live stream is brought to you by our friends at Hellebarde Games. Hellebarde makes the kind of adventures they'd like to play, whether it's for Castles and Crusades, for 5th edition, or for the OSR. Old school is in play at the table with Hellebarde, and you can find them at Drive-Thru RPG or on their website, hellebardegames.com. They are linked in the description below. You should definitely check them out. And not going to lie, I've got a module or two published by them. So give it a look. Give it a look. We like us some Hellebarde games around here. Let's see. I don't want to have missed any questions either. If anyone has any questions, if I've missed, then please absolutely put them in the chat. My question, of course, to our viewers and players is, I hope everyone's having a good time tonight out here, all enjoying themselves. Well, it's really less of a question and more of an aspiration.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's quite all
Dare
right.
to dream. Dare to dream.
All right. So let's see. As you head out and are hugging the walls here, hugging the walls, hugging the walls.
We'll hug them tightly, sweetly.
Everyone but Grimsby.
Yes, Sam?
Everyone but Grimsby.
What?
You
Come here.
are
should come here.
startled
Yep.
by the sound of fluttering, sort of a cracking and pinioning above you. You're not sure if it's bats, because I'm guessing you're navigating by infravision and not holding aloft torches, singing songs as you go. So Grimsby, you look up. You are not surprised because you're in the lead. There is a flight of looks like fat, hairy bats with long noses fluttering down towards the party. What does Grimsby wish to do?
Basically, he just says, "Shit, sturges. I hate those things." And he ducks, and hopefully they'll hit someone who's taller than he is.
Grimsby's battle cry of "not in the face, not in the face."
Yes.
All right, so here we go.
Head or gut?
Do I see them by chance? I am an elf.
You are surprised. So, let's see.
With my dexterity?
You do see. Oh, wait, what is your dex again?
My dex is a +2, I believe.
A +2. So, yeah, unfortunately for a segment. So, the one that's coming after you will just get to you, but won't also get to attack. So, Vroog, you have a new.
My surprise adjustment's only +1. So.
Oh, only
he gets
+1.
to bite me.
So yeah, it'll get to you and attack you. But let's see. What is Sir Standard's total armor class? Because I rolled a 6 on that.
That's gonna do, and that's not gonna hurt me. No. My AC is a -2.
A -2. Well, the thing about Sturges is they punch above their weight, but I don't think
they do.
I don't think they punch that well above their weight. I can speak English very goodly. So Marius.
I have a high dex and I'm an elf too.
All right.
I have an AC of what is it? 1.
Okay, so let's see.
Am I surprised? Because it'll be 5 if I'm surprised.
What is your dex?
18.
18.
Because of Yancey.
Right. So yeah, Yancey goes, icky Sturges. Actually, let me see. Let me do this.
Icky Sturges.
There you go.
I don't know what that sounds like. I can't hear the voice output in my
kind of like a Smurf on helium.
Well, there we go. That
a little bit.
That's perfect for Yancey then. Actually. All right, so it gets to you, but it doesn't get a surprise attack on you. Next up would be
I'm failing at everything tonight. My surprised AC is AC 2. My apologies to you.
It still didn't hit you. However, one is on Tarth Nose Rage. Grimsby, like I said, it gets to you, but it does not attack you. And Duran is I don't think that's going to hit Duran. Duran's rocking some magic plate. That will not hit John. And then we'll roll. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And for the nearest slave has 1 on him. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I didn't want to interrupt all that, but I think before you hit TK that you hit me, but it got interrupted by something and didn't finish the statement. So I got stuck with one with a roll of 17, I think, right?
Yes, you got stuck with 1. It finds it finds a gap in your armor. So let's see.
Right on.
Sturges, not to be confused with Sturgis. You guys are all attacked by a motorcycle rally. All right, so it is merely going to be a D3 each, but they are now latched and having a snack. So that is 3 points on Vrug. That is 1 point on Tarth, and that is 1 point on the rescued slave back there. All right, so that concludes their surprise, but in the segment before they get surprise, how about Marius and Grimsby and Sir Standard? What are you guys doing about yours?
I'm gonna stab the one on the slave.
Okay, make your 2-hit roll.
And all right, here's hoping. 11 total, so that's not great. I know they're easier to hit when they're latched on to people, though, but that's AC 7.
That is sufficient.
Wow.
Yeah, they're
All
fairly.
right. 7 total.
Yeah, that's enough to destroy it.
Pop goes the Sturgy.
Yep.
They aren't technically sub hit die, are they? I forget.
No. They
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
So for those of you in the audience who are curious, in first edition AD&D, Sturges, they are 1+1 hit die creatures, and they that is a D8, and then you add 1 point to that. However, they attack as 4 hit die monsters because that nasty pokey proboscis of theirs can doodle through armor. And that is an official AD&D term, by the way, doodle through armor. So how about Grimsby?
Grimsby will attack with 2 daggers.
Okay.
These are both plus. Actually,
Those both hit. It's going to be damn hard for you to not kill this thing.
okay, cool.
I defy you to not kill this thing.
I can't see my dice that I'm rolling because there's lots of other dice on the screen. So
That's odd.
yeah, it's something's going on with my dice thing. So I think I rolled 8 points of damage.
Yes, that you destroy it. You destroy it.
Excellent.
Mark, if you look in the upper right-hand corner of the dice rolling tab, there is a little broom icon that says the clear table. Click that and see if it wipes away all the dice.
Well, I just refreshed the browser tab and that worked too.
That'll work too. That'll work too.
Okay. It was like everybody's dice. When I went to the tab, everyone's dice got rolled over to me. And I'm just like, oh no.
Oh no.
I don't think we have the broom, Bill.
No.
Oh, is that just me? Okay.
Only
all
you,
right.
yeah.
All
Marius
right,
is going to throw darts if he can. It's the only weapon he can use.
Okay, at the one that's coming to you, so yes, you may throw darts.
All right.
Even as a magic user, those both hit.
Okay. I'm happy to see that. And this is going to be halved, so it's 1 point, so it's 4 points total.
It's 4 points total, so you kind of get both darts through one thing, and it's kind of flapping around furiously as it's trying to get to you. So there are now 6 Sturges. The party is fully engaged, so let's the slaves are like covering up their heads and putting themselves on the ground, trying to get away from them. So let's start. Vrug, you've got one.
Yeah, is it physically possible to attack this thing with my longsword?
Yeah, I mean, you can try and flick it off of you with your sword.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Let's see. Sir Standard, in the new round, what are you doing?
There's still one trying to get at me, so I'm going to attempt to spear that one.
Okay, and Kevin, what about Marius?
I don't have any other weapons, so I'm gonna actively dodge. However,
Wait a second. Don't you have that magic stick?
magic stick.
No, wait, sorry, that's a cleric.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have a ring of shooting stars, but I don't really want to use it on this.
You just
I mean, I
have to
will
work-
if I have to.
That might be bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
we are-
meteorite everybody.
Exactly.
We are resting after this, so like just nuke them. It'll be fine. Don't think twice.
No.
I cast fireball.
All right.
Nukes are proximity weapons. They kind of work on everything.
Ask the man who owns one. Oh, sorry, Tim.
I haven't had one for years. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, you know what?
We'll get practice in duck hunting, right?
I do have wounds, so I'm going to drink a potion of healing that I have.
Okay.
I only have 6 hit points. So
You're getting your potion of healing out now.
Yep.
Tarth, are you going to do something about this sturge that's treating you like a giant Capri Sun?
Gonna yank out my 2 daggers and stab that bastard.
All right. Taking a little cue from Grimsby. Mark, what is Grimsby going to do?
Grimsby will turn. There's none attacking slaves right now, right?
No.
Okay. Then he's going to turn to whoever is the nearest one with nearest one and attack a sturge.
Okay. That would probably be Vrug.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to instabulate that one. And Mobius, is Duran going to wind up with his flail and try and smack a sturge?
He said whacking with flail. So.
Whacking with flail. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Let's roll initiative. I've forgotten what order we're in. I can't remember who's gotten a chance to roll it. So I don't know. We'll just start back at the top of the rotation. Roll it for us there, Dooms. The party may attack the sturges first.
All right, I suppose I may as well go here. That's a AC 8.
That will hit.
Sweet.
That is suficiente.
For 7 points of damage.
That destroys it. Sir Standard. There are
Yep.
5 sturges remaining.
Let's see. That hits.
Yeah.
18
Roll.
plus 3. Yeah. And does 4 points kill one?
Actually, it does not. It does not.
I didn't think so.
Badly injured, but Robert Phillips says flying rot grubs would be. Let me make a quick note. Flying rot. Okay.
Robert, meet me after the show. We need to have words.
Okay, so Kevin, you are digging out a potion of healing. Let me check something real quick. Yahtzee has a good reason to not allow anything bad to happen to her papa. So
Hopefully she's not going to dimension door me somewhere.
well, I wasn't gonna do that, but that's actually kind of hilarious.
Don't give him ideas.
Anything you say can and will be used against you at the
See,
Dungeons and
well, we got a
Dragons.
problem. If the dungeon master's smiling, it's already too late.
He puts she's going to dimension door you back on top of the wall because that's where it's safe. It's out of combat.
I disbelieve.
She does not dimension door you.
Okay.
She draws a slim sword and takes a swipe at this thing. But she does not hit because you're like ducking and trying to get your potion of healing out, which you have gotten out of your pack now, and you can start consuming it at the end of this round.
Okay.
So let's see. There are 3 sturges. Hey, great old ones. 3 sturges, 4 sturges left. Tarth Nose Rage. Do something about the sturges flying around you, won't you? 7, 8. No, only the one. Only the one. So let's see. That is an 8 total. From
Yeah, he did 2 daggers.
Oh, that's right. 2 I'm sorry. I was thinking.
I mean, he's sorry for rolling that poorly, probably.
I blame the software. Supposed to be
best thing to
tilted
do.
in favor of the players, but no, it knows I work in AI. It's just against me now.
Tim, just buy the company and tweak their die rolling algorithm for your login.
Don't tempt me, man.
What, man? It's been 25 sessions and Tim hasn't missed yet.
If user equals Tim, roll equals roll plus 15.
What's wrong with this? If you're the coder, you can do whatever the hell you want. Right?
Exactly.
All right,
My little
Mark.
versions of Ocean's 11. Okay, I mean, come on. Or I guess it was 13 where they wrecked the casino. But whatever.
I never thought I'd regard the halfling as the honest one in the party, but do something about this, Sturge. Would you, Mark?
Yeah, sure. The purple die is 20 and 16. I believe both of those hit.
Yeah, both of those hit. So you lunge at another one and chop it.
This is a +2, a total of 7.
There are 3 Sturges remaining. Duran, swing your flail. Sounds like an old spiritual, doesn't it? 6, 7. That will not hit. And now, of course, John is able to act. Have at you, disgusting creature! He slices another one in half. There are 2 Sturges remaining. And now
What was it? Warcraft, Orcs, and Humans, where the guys were like, they acted like John, and they're like, "Yes, my lord." There was a bunch of games like that. Yeah.
I loved it. I'm going to be honest. I never got into the Warcraft RTSs, but damn, just sitting there and clicking on your units over and over again to hear all the responses.
Commandos did that too. Commandos did that as well.
Stop poking me.
Why do you keep touching me?
Hey, what you do with your unit is up to you, man.
There you go. Good night, folks. All right. Sturge misses and Sturge. Oh, well, that gets somebody. Let's see. Sir Standard, welcome to Sturgeville. Population U.
-2 hit me.
That is let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Actually, let me double check, because while it was a good roll, and as I said, they do punch above their weight, 15 will actually not get you. So you do not take any damage. Bink! It is fluttering around you, trying to find some place on you to get its beak in. So end of round, Kevin Marius gets his potion out. Chug, chug, chug. And that is 2d8 plus 3 from a healing potion.
Nice.
Sorry, 2d4 plus 3.
Okay,
So
I was like, holy crap, these are great.
Yeah,
I was about to say.
That's a total of 5 hit points you get back.
All right, so I'm down 3. Okay.
All right, new round, and I'm guessing you guys are going to finish off the Sturges. Roll initiative, if you would, please, Sir Standard.
Yeah, you don't want me to roll that crap. Somebody else do it.
Well,
Come
you're
on.
next in line, Tim. So
Let me refresh the page real quick.
absolutely.
It froze.
Oh no.
Someone else do it. Get back to me.
Okay, Tim, roll initiative.
There you
Not
go.
Tim. I said someone else do it.
The die is people. Too
Too
late.
late.
It's time for some mead from the.
All right. So that one misses whoever it was trying to attack. Sir Standard, 2 points.
He didn't get hit though.
It was stuck to him.
Oh, that one's already on him. Okay.
Well, it'd have to hit me to stick to
Yeah.
me.
Oh, right.
You didn't get hit. Again, you didn't get hit, and let's see. And you didn't get hit that time. Gentlemen, finish these things off, would you?
I may not be a gentleman, and I may not hit either.
A big D20 head.
There we go. Now let's see. Can I hit him? No, I can't.
Ain't that the way it goes?
Show them how it's done, Tarth.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can mess it up just like that. Hey, I finally hit something, and I got
That's
two
a-
daggers,
that's-
so I get to go
you
again.
got two daggers, so that's one hit with one,
Jesus Christ.
and that's a miss. Well, 11. He's armor class 8.
He should hit.
That should hit.
Yeah, that
Oh,
absolutely
thanks.
hits.
All right, so there's one. So I got a 4 and a 1.
A 4 and a 1, that becomes a 5 and a 2, and yeah, you plunge your daggers into it and it falls to the ground. There's only one left. All
Grimsby will take care of that.
right.
Maybe.
The 13 will definitely hit. Let me just double check.
The other roll was a 2. That's not going to hit anything.
I saw a 13 and an 11.
Oh, I'm having trouble with the dice on my side, so I wasn't sure what I.
Okay. All right, so let's see.
I saw 13 and 11 as well.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That 11 probably misses, though.
Yeah, the 11 would have been 11. The 13 would have been a 14.
So yes, you did hit with the plus the magic dagger.
Okay. Whoops.
Plus the magic dagger, stabbing in the seat.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. It is. Had you hit that one before?
I don't remember.
No, you hadn't. That was a fresh one. So 5 points of damage. It actually is still fluttering around horribly. Duran, take a swing.
It's a
That
butterfly.
hits
Yeah.
Poof. Roll some damage. That is sufficient. that is still sufficient. So pop. So the Sturges are no more. Does anything come looking for you guys to see what the hell all that noise was about? Well, I rolled a 2 on the D6, so no. Nothing comes looking for you.
Let's get the hell out of here.
All right. So make your way back to the hovel. All right, and we'll have a quick check, as I'm sure nobody's stopping to sign up for any potlucks or go to a Tupperware party. You make it back with all due haste. And with this lot, because you had rescued, I don't know, 20 so far, there is now no room at the inn, as it were.
Yep.
So those of you that I've told about the size of my studio space, imagine trying to cram 30 people into this 11 by 15 room. It would not be pleasant, and you certainly wouldn't be resting.
Yeah.
So-
Well, if it was your space, I would definitely fit them in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Are there some like little lean-tos and other places that we could get people around us, just to get some shelter?
There are some occupied shanties, and there are some vacant lots, and then there are some shanties you think may be unoccupied.
I'll have to get rooms for these people, but I think we should then, in the next couple of days, take wherever that place was. Barnacle? Why did I say Barnacle?
Barnacus.
Barnacus. Close. That we should see if we can get these people out to there and report back with these ledgers.
Yes, correct. I think we have hit the critical mass of slaves at this point.
Yeah.
That might be true. Are we just going to walk out with these things, 30 of them?
We can walk. Well, remember, we can always walk back in here later. So yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, that ain't going to attract no attention, I suppose.
We just left a city full of slavers. If anybody asked, you bought them.
Yeah, one of the slaves, she pipes up and says, "Yes, begging your pardon, my lord. You could simply say that we are your shadow."
Fine. They can be mine.
There you go.
This
the
party
copper to my
really-
name.
This party really looks down their nose at slavers, by the way.
I'm not a slaver, but I'm just saying they can pretend to be mine for a moment.
Are we taking this a bit too far, my
I
lord?
have no desire to want to feed them. I mean, that's not a.
Definitely don't feed them. Don't give
Tarth
them
will
nothing
feed
to
no
drink
slaves.
neither.
They're not mine. It's someone else.
Don't feed them after midnight. They'll just
Well, that just makes sense.
All right.
So what do? We provision up.
yeah.
We provision
Yep,
up and
we
heal up and
bring them the Barnacus.
Anybody got a cart?
figure out what the hell's in those sacks. We count it
Yeah,
up.
I mean,
yeah. Grimsby wants to check out the sacks, tally up whatever gold we have. If anyone can read, see what these ledgers say.
I mean, I can read, but I don't know if I can read what they have.
Yeah. I don't know if they might be in code or they might just be in common. Not sure.
I do have those 6 silver holy symbols still, 50 gold. So, I mean, there's that as far as party treasure goes.
I think we have a good amount of these sacks. It was described as hundreds of gold pieces in each sack, I think.
with large gemstones in there as well.
Gemstones, yeah. So Grimsby wants to make
Right,
sure
like
he
Darth
counts
got
the
a big
numbers.
gemstone.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, Darth got a big gemstone
And I
from
picked
that
up
one
the
guy.
gemstone from the guy and the gold ring.
And the gold
knows?
ring, right?
Who knows
And
if
there
it's
was
just
that-
the ring or if there's something more to it.
And there was that mace as well, right? Did somebody, if nobody else grabbed that, I know I did. But
There was a magic mace and a potion on the cleric lady.
yeah, and there's some electrum pieces as well.
Yeah, Durant Mobius says mace and potion. He's going to pass out the rest of his rations to the slaves. He's too tired to create food. Yeah, I mean, if there's a magic mace, I don't know. Does he use a mace? Durant, you use a mace? He said it wasn't a mace. It was a flail or something.
Guess we'll have to find out from Bill whether it was a mace or a flail.
It was a mace that you guys had found on the half orc priestess.
Are we getting random encounters in the night or something?
No.
These are gems.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so the gemstones. Well, let's talk about the contents of the bags first. Where is that tab? There's that tab. All right. That only appears 42 times in the module.
And I recommend we just go and sell stuff in Barnacus.
Well, we might need to buy some
Searchable
stuff here.
modules are nice. However,
Yeah, if we could get a cart or something, we could load these fools up on. Maybe put a tarp over them, you know. And I ain't going on the road without some drink.
okay. Where? Come on. Oh, it's down here. The bags that you found, in addition to having the ledgers in them, there are 300 gold pieces. So that's 900 gold pieces total. And Grimsby,
Okay.
you reckon the gems in there, each of them is probably in excess of a couple thousand gold.
Wow, how many gems are there?
There's one gem like they are cut the same. They are blue sapphires. There's one in each bag. They're
There's
about
3.
a big.
So
So-
they're in the 1,000+ category.
Yeah, they're in the 1,000+ category.
Oh wow.
Tim, you've got the one that was in the winch operator's pocket. Let's see. So, and from the evil cleric, you got the exceptionally lightweight and well-balanced mace, and you got a bottle with a clear liquid in it. And I think that was all the treasure this time that you guys acquired.
Did we get the value on Tarth's gem and his ring?
The ring is golden. It's hard to assess what value it might have. The gemstone, Grimsby, at a glance, you think that is an emerald, a very finely marquee cut emerald, and you think it's probably worth 1,000 easily itself.
Wow.
Alrighty. So for the nonce, are you guys going to try and stretch out and rest for a little bit as best you can?
Best we can.
Yep.
Okay. Now I don't recall, as you guys said, that you had done anything like, put up a fence or anything around your property.
We had set up a separate area for the horses.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I was just going to say, compared to where they were being kept, there are 6 or 8 of these people that will gladly sleep on somewhat fresh straw.
That's fair. And ones that have been resting all day, they can make way and make room for those that haven't.
In fact, there's a few of the slaves are family members. It is a teary but very sweet reunion between them. And John smiles and nods. And, this is why we fight, gentlemen. This is why we fight.
Agreed.
Okay. And let's see. So the evening goes by, and you are. Let me one more check here. You are not disturbed. However, in the morning, Vrug, you are very ill. You are very, very ill. By dawn, you are wedded to the slit trench that you guys had dug off in the corner of your property. You have a fever, you are trembling, and your insides feel like you've been fed hot coal. Drinking even water is not staying in you.
Does Duran?
I happen to actually be sick as an individual right now, so
I didn't want to. I didn't want to say anything because you seem to be having fun and we're sticking through. But
It's fantastic role playing. Fantastic.
yeah.
He's just
Hey, you want me to toss one up in front of the camera?
like most half orcs. He's just complaining.
No, I certainly do not, James. Thank you for sticking it out.
Can our priest
Oh yeah,
cure disease
absolutely.
yet?
I'm sorry, what?
Can our priest cure disease yet?
Mobius?
He says he'll look me over to see if it's poison. He
Yeah,
also
no.
says he can cure disease.
He's just got like severe chills, cramps, it's just hell. It's just hell.
Duran says he's going to cure disease.
Okay. So Duran, you'll have to memorize that spell. So there's like half a day, Vrug, when it's agony, but soon you're able to sit up straight enough for Duran to cast it on you, and it almost immediately you feel the chill leave you, the cramps stop, and you feel hale once again.
Nice. Thank you, priest.
So that illness leaves it. Nobody else seems to have gotten it. And yes, I did check everyone. There was some calls from the audience like, oh, you should check them if they've got disease. Well, I did, and Doom's got it. So
That was probably Vaughn or something. One of them guys over there.
Probably.
They didn't super it, but you know, hey, fair is fair. You guys were slogging around inside a sewer. So you've you know, the next day dawns, it's clear and cold, and you've got your you know, this group of people. No one is complaining. I just want to point that out, but they are curious about what their fate is to be. Are they going to try and sneak out? You know, one fellow says, "Well, I think we should sneak out in small groups," and then another's, "No, you fool! We'll simply be caught. They know we've escaped." And you know,
Well, I think that we should go and if you want to get a cart for them, we can get a cart for them, or we can walk there.
Yeah.
I'm fine walking there as well, but
If we put them in a cart, though, then we can maintain the look that they're slaves. You know, if they're walking, where are their shackles?
you think they'd run from us?
No, but every slave I've ever seen has shackles. That's all I'm saying.
He just wants to make it look right.
all right.
That's
But they
it.
don't match my purse.
Man, that's some elf stuff right there.
Okay, so John comes to you and he says, "Captains, I've been talking to the folk that we liberated, and I think they've come up with a good plan. A cart could perhaps hold 10, and the women folk could ride in one, and the men will gladly walk alongside. I do not know how far away Barnacus is from Highport here, but perhaps a se'nnight or so's journey."
That seems to be the plan.
We need to buy food.
And drink.
And heal.
And
Yeah.
healing.
And heal.
Well, the cleric can administer cure wounds as needed. Do you want to go and who wants to go handle the whole purchasing of goods then?
I ain't no good unless they're half orcs, and even then, the elf is probably better to them than I am.
I have a knot. I have nothing either way, and with my famous antipathy, let's put it that way.
Grimsby has a +5 reaction adjustment.
I'll be happy.
There you go.
I think I'm the
I'm
most.
0 with orcs.
It's either you or is it? I think it's Darius that has the highest charisma. I think. Not Duran. Sorry, Duran.
Yeah, Duran. Marius has an 8 charisma.
Yeah, I have an 8, so I'm not much help.
Charisma is not a dump stat, people.
It wasn't a dump stat. Mine was a 9. I had
My dump
basically
stat
average
was-
stats.
My dump strat was strength. It's 5.
I'll be happy to go. Darian has an 11, but I'll be happy to go. I'm just not sure I'm a whole hell of a lot of help. I mean, I could stab the guy if we need
Yeah,
to.
I guess Grimsby will be in charge of buying stuff. That's fine.
All right, so what are you guys going to purchase there in Highport?
First off, do we have any idea how far Barnacus is from here? I think actually you said a se'nnight, so that's 7 days.
Yeah.
How many people do we have?
You have about 30 slaves that you've freed, and then there, counting John, there are 7 of you.
But there's also those men at arms that we had. I think there's 4 men at arms.
Right, that's right. So there's 11 of you, and then
2.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to buy a cart for one of our horses, and a whole lot of rations. That's our job, I guess. Tarth, you're coming with me?
I am coming with you.
I need some darts too, if you could find some.
What? No. Do your own damn shopping. Okay, I'll
And
look for darts.
I will point out that it is cold, and many of the slaves that you have just freed are literally in rags.
Okay, so rations. We'll need some cloth. Okay, so let's go to town. Let's get our cart first. We'll bring one of our horses to hitch up to the cart.
Okay.
So we want to buy a cart. We want to buy rations and I guess to keep looks, some slave clothing and some tarps and blankets.
They are wearing slave clothing.
Okay, so warmer clothing, like just shirts, pants, something so that they're a little bit warmer.
Shoes.
All right. So here we go. So what you're going to need for these people here, let's do a little math, shall we? So you're going to need 30 pairs of soft boots. Simple robes should do them, simple warm robes. So, and you're talking about one cart and rations, a week's rations for one person. I'm guessing you're purchasing standard.
Yes, standard rations.
All right. All right, so let's, again, the market here is fairly standard. You find a Wainwright who'll sell you a cart for 50 gold.
Okay.
And it's just a two-wheeled affair. It's of, wicker sides, wooden bed. It's got a single buckboard for a teamster to sit on. So standard rations, it's going to be enough standard rations to feed them all will be 90 gold.
Okay.
That will actually take them a day to make ready. Clothing for all of them. Clothing and shoes. So that will be 6 gold for enough robes. And and 8 gold for enough boots.
Okay, 154 if I can math. Awesome.
And yes, you can. So
I will have taken some of that gold pieces that we got in those bags, and we'll pay from there. Grimsby will do, just to keep up appearances. Grimsby's not going to just be like, sure, that sounds great, whatever price they say. He'll haggle a little bit, but not try to push it. He wants to get the job done, but he doesn't want to appear like he's rushing or, you know what I mean? He wants to act like a natural person who would be trying to buy stuff, as opposed to being like, I got to get out of town with a bunch of slaves.
All right. So is there something specific you're haggling on?
No, just trying to tell you what his attitude is. Like if they say this cart's worth 500 gold pieces, he wouldn't just be like, okay.
Oh yeah, no. The cart is 50 gold. The Wainwright says, well, I suppose I could take a couple of gold pieces off. Call it 47 gold, halfling.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right. So there you go. That brings it down just a tad.
Yeah, I just don't want it to appear like be too suspicious with a halfling and a fighter walking in to buy a cart, 40 some odd sets of clothing and rations.
Okay. Alrighty. So you guys are now preparing. You have a day to wait. I'm guessing you return with all the clothes and stuff because those are available.
Yes.
So you'll have to wait till the morrow to get your food, but you have all of your your clothes. They are exceptionally grateful. You just kind of had to guess with the shoes. So some people have exceptionally floppy boots on. Some people are struggling to get some on. So there's some trading back and forth and so on. But and that is where we're going to pause it. So we will return next week, folks, to see the gang get out of town and get on the road up the coast to Barnacus with their charges. First of all, I want to say thank you to Dooms for sitting it out when you obviously were not well. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Get horizontal, man. Get some fluids in you, some OJ, some Tylenol, and get some rest. Sir Standard, always a pleasure to have you here. Kevin, wonderful. And I'm glad we have
finally found a voice for Yancey.
There you go.
I don't like it.
That's always going to be fun. Tim, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight.
This has been a blast, guys. As long as we keep everybody alive, this will go on for a while. So.
That's the hard part right there.
All I ask is next week, you guys don't get me demonetized by breaking into tracks from Oklahoma or paint your wagon as you guys move up the coast with this group. And Mark, of course.
I know some people at Google. We can fix that.
we need to talk. Anyway, and Mobius, I'm sorry about your mic. Shake that cable or squirt some deoxit in that port. But always a pleasure to have you here, whether silent or present. As for my audience, I want to give a big shout out. Mercury Wells, thank you for 8 months of membership. And of course, over to TK, thank you for the super, and Vaughn for the Who reference. You kids, that was on an album called Tommy. Check it out. Ask your local librarian or marijuana dealer about that.
Librarian? What's a library? I don't understand this strange word.
But anyway, until then, guys, be good to each other. And who knows, maybe on this crazy journey, they will encounter an owl bear. Peace. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me